All right, gonna do this in one take because I'm not sure how to use my phone yet. But anyway, Alex, this is Jason. I told you I'd make this video really quick showing you the different types of iron palm as I know them. I've only been shot, a couple of types. There's obviously a ton more. By hard styles, I mean like Shaolin a lot of times will place their hand into a configuration, say let's the palm here, and then they'll throw their palm at the bag and just hit it. And then they would say back palm or knife edge, but there's it's mainly about the conditioning of the hard edge shape. So if they were to fist, they'd hold the whole fist and drop it into the bag or whatever. So like but that is great. It'll get you conditioning and it'll teach you a lot of base kinetics. But the internal method, as I know them, is you keep the hand soft, and then you lift it up, and you of course you make sure all your points are there. Your zhongding, your head's lifted, all that stuff, and you fall through your body, but not drop your body, and you drop into your palm. Hands, nice and palm shaped. It can be more tight if you need it to, but it needs to be soft at the point of contact, and it needs to stay on the point of contact until you feel the reverberation, however deep you go, come back into your hand. So you can feel it go out through the table, maybe even into the ground and back up. Okay, so that softness idea. And then it's just a dead weight drop, turn, and it's a dead weight drop backhand, and then turn, and it stays soft, but it slightly projects into the heel palm. And then the fingertips, normally in the Shaolin method, it's boom, 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 and it's what they call a dab sometimes. It's basically all five fingers just hit the bag. But in the internal method, you basically, your hands upside down, and you drive into the bag and project forward through the fingers. And then you do the same thing with the other hand. The other hand would come over the top side. I'm using one hand to hold, but normally it'd be boom, and then the other hand would come over, boom. And what this does is it allows the stretching continue into the finger strike. All five fingers are still striking, but it stretches into them. And what I noticed is after a couple of months of doing this, I could knock on trees pretty hard. But anyway, so that's the soft method. And the reason why you want to feel the depth is because eventually you don't want to just have dead hand. You want to know how far the depth is of the striking that you're doing. So in a fist situation with the soft, it would be the hand held soft. So the force can go in, and you can feel, because your hand's soft, the force come back. And so that's going to teach you eventually depth striking. So a lot of times internal strikes are at least two waves. So what you have is like your body mass force wave that's hitting and going through, but you also have your kinetic structure weight. So and there's tons of different waves, be it side to side, up and down, or spiral, kind of like with an earthquake. These waves travel at different speeds. So basically you learn how deep you're striking. You can practice on people, but do it a lot really soft. So you can feel like if you hit somebody on their back, if you have a rigid hand, you can feel it's only hitting the surface of their skin and their bone. And then if you were soften up and you go through, depending on how deep you want to go and how far you send that wave, you can either feel it go all the way through their body and back, or go in and stop. And like a lot of times if you're trying to cause damage, you want it to go in and stop, but that's just a single wave, and it's technically the interaction of several waves that causes tons of internal damage, as far as I know. Anyway, I'm no expert. Again, I've just been, kind of studying for about 20 years, but I never really mastered anything. I'm not the best on this, especially with so many actual masters on this website, but I hope that helps a little bit. It's like the soft dead weight striking will teach you how to do project striking. So it comes in soft and you project it through, usually through the Lao Gong point, right about there, and for the palm strike. And likewise with the fist, if you have a soft contact that allows your kinetic energy to pass through it, then you can change it. Like you can hit a surface or a person, and as you feel the energy coming back in, you can change and basically collide with that energy, and it causes a lot of effect on people. So anyway, that's just my 2 cents. And then also you can wall hit with the fist method, A softest method, if you hit hard and you're not conditioned, that's going to do damage to your knuckles and it's not going to heal very quickly, etc. But if you can maintain a soft fist, you can hit quite hard and it just kind of lands and distributes its weight, mass, and force through it. Now, because of it's allowed to let energy pass through, and also you can feel the reverb coming back, you know how deep you're striking. And you also, because your hand's soft, it's easy to change energy and intercept your own wave force. And so play around with that. Hopefully this is useful. I couldn't even find a bag because I'm at work right now, so I got a board and a towel, but you get the gist. All right, thanks, Alex.